Mr. Ward, how special is this?
This is pretty awesome. We've got the wonderful Jeff Cobble in the studio.
Yes. You all know him? You all love him.
Y'all love him.
What's up, Cobbs?
Good. I'm glad to finally meet y'all. I see y'all over Facebook. I finally got to meet you today.
Yeah.
Are you starstruck?
Yes.
Starstruck.
I couldn't wait to get here.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your drive all the way from Marion, Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
What kind of drive time was that?
35.
Oh, it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Mostly highway.
Yeah, I'll drive it every day going to South Haven.
Yep.
Well, we've had a great summer with you on the tour bus with us. The three of us know each other better now than we did at the start of the summer, and we thought we knew one another pretty well back then. So,
well, in the intro that we haven't recorded yet,
yeah,
we will be mentioning briefly the three bands that we've played together in.
Yeah,
but now that we're in the actual video episode here, we can dig in.
Yeah.
So we played in Radiometer, which is a band that you started with your wife, Kayla, and your daughter, Ashton.
Correct.
At the same time, you introduced us to Nick Garrison, pointing to Jeff Ward.
It was in that time frame.
Yeah.
So then the three of us backed up Nick Garrison.
Yeah.
And we did that for about 6 months, didn't we?
Yep.
Nick was closer to a year, I think.
It was a while.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was close to a year. Yeah. And I loved that. I mean, I loved everything we did, but Nick's original stuff that we played, I thought was amazing.
And that was 16, 17? 2016, 2017?
Yes, I think so.
I'll go with that.
I think so.
Time flies, fellas.
Yeah.
So a few years pass, and then we all find ourselves on a bus with Derek Joseph for the summer of 2022, and that's been wild, guys. It's been so much fun.
Yeah,
it's been a good time. I know there are a couple of those shows you probably don't remember.
There's a couple of shows I'd like to forget. How about that? We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. This is a happy place, Cobbs.
It is.
Oh, I was happy then too.
We all are. We all are.
Oh boy!
But I want to talk about. We're going to play a song for you later. Let's do a tease. It's called Pasture Aroma. It's an instrumental that was written and performed by Jeff Cobble. We'll get more information on that. We'll get deeper into the details of that.
Yep.
Right.
And I also want to talk to you about your magazine deal you had for a minute.
Oh, okay.
And we've talked about it a little bit here and there, but I'd really like now that I'm focused on a conversation like this, it'd be cool to really learn more about that. So, and then, and that's about it. So,
stories from the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the magazine. Explain real quick the opportunity that you had back, and what year was this?
Oh gosh,
It was many years ago.
Yeah, Ashton was 16, I guess, and she's
Don't say that. You can't tell.
31 now.
Oh, you're in trouble.
So been about 15 years.
Yeah, she's my daughter. I can tell. I don't care.
So tell us that story behind the magazine.
Yeah, I was playing up in Nashville, and the guy comes up and said, "Hey, I'm from Finland." He had the accent and all. I said, "I got a guitar magazine, and I would love for you to do a tone and lesson column for me." So I said, "Okay, yeah." Told me how much it paid, and I said, "Well, hell yeah." So I had to start doing it. It was every 2 months is what it was.
Yeah.
So
and by your accent, I'm sure he thought you were Italian.
No, he thought I was. Yeah, he said, "Oh boy, yeah." He had to go study redneck listening.
He's got the voice for print.
Yeah. Just like I got a face for radio.
I have no business being on this microphone. Trust me.
Yep. Well, yeah.
So I
got another interesting story about my accent, I guess. But anyway,
we don't want to squirrel this early.
Yeah.
Cobble.
Okay. Well, so I got involved doing that. So my first time, I called Dad and I said, "Dad, so I do this lick," and I played it for him. I said, "What the hell am I doing?" I didn't know the timing. I didn't know what notes to put in it, so I had to go buy a Guitar Pro. You ever heard that? And put a MIDI pickup on.
You did all of this after agreeing to having a lesson in a global magazine every 2 months.
So it was learning what I'm doing 101 immediately. So I had a bad problem, I called Dad. He knew, of course. You
Yeah.
know, he said, "That's 16th note right there. That's another 16th right there. All that, like, you know, this right. You got your rest here. Blah blah blah." So I learned a lot about what I do then. It's unorthodox, I guess.
So how many years did you give lessons in this magazine?
Did it for 2 years.
What was the name of the magazine?
Guitar fan.
Guitar fan. And based out of where?
Finland.
That's amazing.
It's so random.
Yeah, and it was
Jeff
written.
Cobble writes,
I know.
does guitar lessons in a magazine, and where again? Finland.
Oh Lord! And it was all the text in it is in Finnish.
That's amazing.
So
they translated it for you?
Yeah.
Surely you didn't speak Finnish.
Yeah, no.
What kind of question was that?
Well, I called the guy, Tommy. And I said, "Hey, can you assure me that y'all wasn't talking bad about me in this damn thing? Because I can't read nothing in here." He said, "Yeah, he read it to me." I said, "Okay, that's cool."
Well, you mentioned your dad.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
James. Jim.
I have seen you post so many times about your dad and how you miss him and how instrumental he was to you. So talk to us about him. Tell us about your dad and how he influenced you as a musician and just how things were having him as a dad.
Well, he was great. He played like Chet Atkins, period.
Right.
He could play any Chet Atkins song ever written, that ever recorded. So he didn't want me to turn out like him, is what he always said.
Yeah.
So I'd be in my room playing along with the radio. He'd come in there and change the channel about every 30 minutes. Play with this one, play with this one. Different music.
Just to play different things.
He said, "Don't learn one." So I didn't.
That's great.
You
good advice.
Yes.
You probably didn't know at the time how good that advice was.
Yeah, no, I don't, but I do now, and I'm glad I did because it's helped me in the studio quite a bit.
Sure.
I go in to do a country song, and he say, "Hey, while you're in here, I got this hip hop song you want to do." Okay, let's hip hop on over here and do it. Mm-hmm. But he just, and his knowledge, God, his knowledge on music was unreal.
Right.
He knew how to read and all that stuff, and I never learned how to read. And when I did the Guitar Pro thing, I started getting to see, after I laid out, I had to go in there and edit a lot of the notes because they're real fast, funny feel notes in it. And so I had to go in there and edit it all. I got to look at it. I'm glad I didn't try to learn how to read music. There ain't no way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. After they transcribed it into a staff.
Yeah, because it had that and it had the tabs.
Yeah.
Like now, the tabs I could understand.
Yeah.
Right.
But the actual music,
I just love how
like Finnish.
I just love how backwards it was. I still can't get over that. Like, he gets an opportunity to write for a magazine, but he doesn't know what to write and how to do it. And learns it on the spot. True entrepreneurship right there. Seriously.
Yeah. And as musicians, I think a lot of us kind of do things with that approach.
Yeah, if you
get an opportunity, you take it and you just, okay, now I'm going to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, you just say yes and figure it out. So good for you, man. That's awesome. And again, how many years did you?
I did 2 years. And then
how many?
2.
Okay.
And that's when I got to playing a lot. I didn't actually have the time to do it, working a full-time job too.
Right.
That's when I was still working at Legas.
You don't just work a full-time job, dude. I've never known anybody work as much as you do. It's amazing to me the hours you can put in at your day job, and then you still even have the desire to play music. Yeah. So good for you. It's awesome.
It's an addiction, I guess.
The snake bites deep, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, it does.
Yeah. But so, all right. So, radiometer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say it was 2017. I think it was that ish.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Can you remind me? Like, was it you two connected first?
I don't remember. I think you asked me. You said, I want to put together a band with my wife and my daughter singing, and would you be interested? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the first name that popped into my head to talk about playing bass was Derek, and we all met and we went to the rehearsal space and just kind of threw it together for a little while. It went well and kept on going.
Yep.
Shut up, Ike. Shut up, Ike.
So by the time, okay. Well, we're going to talk sounds here.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I need to let Jeff talk.
There it is.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ike.
Let's get that louder.
Yeah.
This sound was requested
by me.
by Jeff when
For
he's
me.
talking too much.
Shut up, eh?
So, yeah.
But really, I'm the one that needs to shut up sometimes. But
So yeah, tell us what prompted you to do, because I personally think that's crazy to want to be in a band with your wife and your daughter. I'd lose my mind.
Yeah,
and it was crazy, wasn't it?
it was rough. It was definitely rough, but
But we had fun.
on stage when the first note struck, it was I just loved it,
Yeah.
and I've always loved performing with my daughter anyway.
Yeah.
She's one of those kind of natural.
Yeah.
Got a mandolin one time, brought it home because I had to do a session, so I had to learn how to play it for the next week to go in and do a song.
Right.
I come in from work the next day and she's in there playing like she'd been playing for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
great.
Get it back here.
It's just one of those
Don't touch it.
naturals.
Yeah.
And
Much,
she
much
was
like you, I'm sure.
She was phenomenal in the band. She sang her butt off. And hi, Ashton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice sweetie. I wish she would have played more acoustic because she was killer on it.
Right.
Before you approached Jeff, how long had you been thinking about doing this?
Yeah, me and Ashton, we kind of thrown around, here and there just in conversation. So
Yeah.
me and her started to do a country CD when she was 16 years old. Went to Joey's studio. 7, 8, 9 songs we got done. And then she became the Millington High School football team manager. So the music got put to the side.
That's an odd role.
Oh, yeah, she loved that. She did that her whole
cool.
year.
Right.
So the singing just went to the side.
Yeah. So I guess it went on to hiatus for a while. And then, just like I said, we started talking about it randomly, and she said, well, let's get something going. But, hey, we need to get a band going, let's play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird. It was weird song selections, too. You got to admit it.
Some were, but I
It was
enjoyed
strange,
it. I mean,
We had Heart, so we did Barracuda. We did
Adele.
Adele.
Yeah.
We did
we did a Toro Toro cover.
Zombies.
Yep, Joan Jett Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Toro
fun.
Toro song.
Yeah, I had a good time in that band.
She's always loved that song, that Toro Toro song.
Yeah. It was a very wide variety of music.
Very.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Did that. Yeah. It was different than what everybody else was playing.
Right.
Right.
And we did like Mulligan 64 and Crossing and Olive Branch.
Rock
Then-
House.
So around that same time, you bring in Nick Garrison,
Yeah.
right? And how did that go down again?
I don't remember. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know specifically where I met Nick.
I don't remember how it happened either. It just happened.
But yeah, just kind of. I think it may have been you and Nick were in touch first.
Yeah, because I remember talking to Nick. I don't know if it was me or you first. I think you jumped in there, or you may have actually reached out to him after me and you were talking.
I think you did play me. I think you had a copy of one of his
Your songs?
original songs, and I heard it and immediately said that I want to be a part of.
Right.
So we did that. We got Derek involved, and it went really well. I had fun in that band.
And we also benefited from having a really nice rehearsal spot.
Yeah,
I think a lot of bands
yeah,
are like, wow, that must have been nice because it's so hard to find
Yes.
a good rehearsal spot. And I won't say where it was out of privacy things, but you had a hookup for us. So both bands would be able to rehearse in there. I believe there's a drum kit that would stay put together for you.
Yeah, that helped.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think had the PA in there set up ready.
yeah.
And the person hated to have to cut me out of that. It killed him, but he had to make money, so he started storing wine.
Sure.
That's fine. Yeah, we get
Somebody
it.
started paying for
And
that.
since
I
we know
don't
the
care.
location and that there's a lot of alcohol there, that's a good thing.
But I mean, if it ever opened up again, he would call me. I'm telling you, hey, you want the room back?
Sure, that's great.
It was great. I love him to do.
You want to mention his name, or is that?
Yeah, that's Russell.
Yeah.
Russell Caldwell.
Yeah, tell him.
Owns a Memphis material handling.
Yeah, tell him.
So we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Seventh Sundown.
Absolutely.
We got to talk about Seventh Sundown, right?
Yeah, we played a few gigs and then we
Just a few.
moved home.
Yeah. No, you played a lot of gigs, and you guys had a huge following. That was a band that I went and watched and would have loved to have had the opportunity to play drums for. So
I remember being, I played the rooftop, the Peabody rooftop years ago with Mudflap King, Chip Edelman, Chip Doty. And I didn't know you. I definitely didn't know you back then, but I remember seeing a poster on the wall next weekend. I think you were playing the next weekend. So they had like a LED screen with your logo and stuff on there. And I don't remember seeing your picture, but I always remembered seeing the name Seventh Sundown. And then I meet you years later, and because of Derek Joseph. Yep. And then
we start playing. Yeah, we had a band with Derek first for briefly, 2 gigs? Maybe?
Oh, that's right. We did.
Yeah, we did
2 or 3 gigs.
Yeah,
and that was right before he got to go back to doing the Nashville thing and go out on the road. Yeah. He took some Nashville guys. And, yeah.
But how about, so let's talk Seventh Sundown though.
Yep.
What year did that band start?
Oh God, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me years.
Okay,
I don't keep up with it.
What month?
It's been a while.
Is it after 2010?
Oh yeah, probably 14, 16, something like that.
Together a few years.
Oh yeah.
And what kind of music did you guys play?
Yeah, kind of country, swampish country kind of.
Yeah,
I guess.
Who was in the band with you?
I had Matt Robinson. He was a singer, great front man.
Yeah, he was.
He could work a crowd like I've never seen before.
Yep.
Of course, we had Sammy on bass, Sam Flagg. Had Jeremy Crunk at first on drums, then Stan moved in and took over because I don't even know why, but
yeah.
And then, but Robert Clark was the first bass player in it.
Okay.
And
I know Robert.
Yeah, and ended up getting Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a weird combination of me and Sam. And
how many years did you guys gig?
Probably about 4 or 5.
And your name was around for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had a good go of it there.
Yeah.
So you recorded an instrumental with them, right?
No, I had already recorded it and just wanted to put it on something.
Oh, so they let you. Okay, so we're talking about a song called Pasture Aroma.
Yeah, that was done in 94.
Okay, see, I didn't know any of this. So this is the song I want to play.
Where did the name come from?
Because I had started on it and I wanted to hurry up and get it finished because I thought it'd be grass. Back when I was listening to the Helicasters and Brent Mason and all the chicken pickers and all, I said, I want to hurry and get this out. So I worked on it after a gig. I got home from a gig like at 2:30. So while I was gigging, I kept having these ideas right in the middle of songs. Hey, I knew it. So I finished the song, Pasture Aroma, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after a gig on a Sunday morning. I walked outside. I was tired. I was zinged out. So I walked outside, had pastures because we had 7 acres. And the horses were behind us, and there was some more horses across here. And that's the first thing I smelled was horse shit.
I told you.
So I go, the name of this tune's going to be Pasture Aroma.
That's awesome.
So I walked back in, and that was the name of it.
That's great. All right, tell us who played on this with you, and then we're going to play the song for the audience.
Me and Jim Pace, drummer and producer from Nashville, worked at Studio 19 and 20. Did it at 19, actually. And Paul Arnst on bass. That was the nucleus. And then he was mixing on it in Studio 19 one day, and Ricky Skaggs, steel player, Dean Holman, comes walking in. He heard it. He sat there and listened. He said, hey, I got my gear out here. Can I go ask him if I can play on that? So Jim calls me, and I said, well, who is he? He said, Dean Holman. I said, and who is that? It's Ricky Skaggs, steel player. I said, well, damn, you ain't through yet. Hurry, go.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah, so then I get a call next week. Bob Williams. Jim said, hey, Bob wants to put some banjo and acoustic on there. You mind? I knew Bob.
Right.
I'd go up to Nashville to do sessions, and I'd end up going out with their band. Lee Greenwood had a little band that they would play out in the club VFWs and crap.
Right.
So I knew all them. I said, well, heck yeah. So he did that, and that's Pasture Aroma.
So the mid-90s, and you knocked it out then, and then
94.
So then around what year did Seventh Sundown release the record that carried that song? I know I'm asking a year again, but we're talking 14, 15, somewhere early?
Probably 14, I would say.
So that thing sat around for about 10 years.
Right. Sure did. Yeah,
that's cool. They let you do that. That's cool.
I've got a bunch more that I need to get finished. Already started and almost done, but not done quite.
Well, let's play the audience the song, shall we?
Yeah.
I think that's a cool setup.
Okay.
Pasture Aroma, also known as horseshit.
Yep. Yo, yeehaw.
Oh, there we go.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, I'm a bad radio DJ.
That's
Forgot to stop the next song,
That
but
splice didn't work, did it?
that thing cooks,
It does.
Thank you very much.
man. And all those musicians that jumped in on that to give you that
Yes.
sound, man, that is so killer.
And to do it free, Nashville guys, to
Yeah.
do it free.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome for somebody to hear something you've done and say, wow, that's so good. I really like to sit in on
wanted
that.
to be on that.
Yeah.
I was honored, very honored
Sure.
that these guys wanted to even be on it. Yeah, I'm. What's funny now is I'm the worst one on the song, and I wrote it.
That's something I was going to bring up, and you just helped me lead into that. You are always so self-deprecating about your playing, and I see it on Facebook all that. And people always chime in and talk about what an amazing guitar player you are, and you're so humble. You don't like compliments. You don't like to take them, but dude, you're a great player, and you've got the respect of a lot of musicians in town, and that should make you feel really good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it does.
Shut up, eh?
I'm done.
Yes, I finally remembered to play it.
You got it.
I want one of them buttons.
I control the sounds over
I
here.
see that.
Okay.
So I got a story about Sam. Earlier, you were running down the band members of Seventh Sundown, and what's his full name again?
Sam Flagg.
Sam Flagg was your bass player. All right, so this is back several years ago. I texted you about something. It had been a while. I don't think we had talked for a while with just the bands. We weren't in bands anymore, and it was one of those deals where he lost my number. You know how sometimes your phone will just wipe out numbers.
Yeah.
So I get who is this?
Oh, yeah.
So
I know where you're going with this. God, I still remember that one.
So I decided to mess around with them and make them guess and just be an idiot. And so finally I was like, it's your favorite bass player. He's like, Sam? Question mark.
Oh, this is great. That's awesome.
Oh,
I was
shit.
heartbroken.
Oh,
I was like, okay, I get it.
Well, in my defense, I didn't think you would ever call me or text me or anything. So
That is priceless. I've never heard that story, and I love it.
and Derek, why am I going to call this podunk ass guitar player here?
I honestly can't remember why I was texting you.
I don't remember.
You know, I was traumatized. That's the piece I remember.
Well, no, you're actually my favorite bass player now. So you.
I'll pay you later.
Okay. Yeah. Well, not because I owe you for saying I was good. But I think we're even now.
Okay. All right. So I know you have daughters. and granddaughters.
Mm-hmm.
No boys.
Yes, I got 3 boys, Coda, Kaiser, and Grizz.
I was like, when the hell did this happen? Those are his dogs.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Pomeranian and 2 Siberian Huskies.
Those dogs are awesome too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They talk.
Boys.
They talk.
Yes.
So what are your daughters' names and how old are they?
Okay. My oldest is Ashton, of course. She's no ages, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm asking no ages.
Sure.
Ashton, and then I've got Ava, and then I've got Autumn.
Okay. And then your grandbabies?
Grandbaby. And got Emmy and Ellie.
Okay.
2 and 4.
Awesome. So you have a very full life.
Yeah.
You are a busy man.
Yeah. You had a second round.
Yeah.
So the age difference between Ashton and what's your oldest daughter of the
Ava? It's a 20. Ashton's 31, and Ava is 11, so 20 years.
Okay. Well, we know now why you wanted to be in the band and go on the tour bus.
Get away.
It's just just to get away for 48 hours.
Yeah. I love being with my girls.
I understand.
That's a blessing to me. Everybody laughs about it, especially at work.
Totally get it.
I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world.
Right. And, and it was obvious the time we spent on the road this summer. It was clear that was the tough part for you, was being away.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And it was obvious. We all got it.
You're the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we understand each other on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My daughter's older now, so it's easier. She's 14. So,
yeah. Mine are grown.
Yeah.
Mine would rather I went on the road. Dad, please go.
Here, I got your bag packed, Dad.
Yeah.
See you later. Have fun.
It was fun bringing my daughter on the trip to Wisconsin.
Oh, that was a good time.
I let her, Joseph let her take a friend.
Right.
And I checked at the front end to make sure it was okay, because I knew that she would have got bored.
Yeah.
That long trip.
Yeah.
So that was fun,
sure.
And at the time, that friend was over at the house every day. So she was like my other daughter. So to have them on the bus was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
They actually looked like they had a blast.
They did. Yeah. And it was a fun show, too.
It was.
It was a nice place. It used to be called Farmer Jean's.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah, they changed it. But it's in Wisconsin.
And it's this killer campground.
And a great venue.
It's a campground.
Oh, yeah, they fed us.
But they have this awesome, what kind of stage would you call that? It's a pavilion?
Yeah, it's a pavilion with a bar attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bar on the other side, opposite the side of the stage. And it's fun. It was cool. It was a good run.
Damn that bar.
We won't go there. We won't go there, Cobbs.
No.
Hey, it's a nice day out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was trying to ignore all that.
This was, I'm going to play in more sounds. This was Jeff's brain.
Oh, Lord.
When he was trying to ignore
it. Oh,
yeah. Ward looks at his camera, deadpans it.
Oh, well,
I don't know. I was going to say something to Jason Ware. Deadpan like Letterman, right?
Oh.
Now that's like a little Easter egg. So now I'll know if Jason listened to this.
Yep. I won't say a word.
All right.
Who's that? Jason
Ware?
Where? Oh,
my buddy.
Yeah. But he and I spoke last night. Forgot to mention that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all smoked?
Yeah.
We smoked last night?
Yeah, we were smoking.
Yes. Sound like I was spitting
spoke.
I know I was spitting the fall out. Sounded like you said smoke.
I'm tired. I'm mumbling into the mic like I knew I would be.
My deaf ass.
So what's going on with you now, Cobbs? I know the Derek Joseph thing is, it's winter. It just is what it is.
It's slow for us.
The road stuff goes away.
Yeah, we got one gig left, though, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, the sidecar.
Sidecar Southaven, New Year's Eve. Yeah,
yep.
Come on out.
And
but I'm playing for, of course, Zach Bear. And now I'm joining Frankie Holly and the Noise.
Cool.
Going to start gigging with him.
How did that happen? Tell us more about that.
He posted on Facebook he's looking for a guitar player, so
this is recently.
Yeah, I chimed in and said, well, I'll keep my ears open for you and see if I can find somebody for you. And a few minutes later, Messenger popped up. He said, you want to do it? I said, well, yeah, I'll do it. So boom.
There you go.
Easy peasy.
There you go.
So tell me more about him. What does he play? What's the band like?
Yeah, it's just country. Kind of almost same thing Derek does, Joseph. But he I met Derek and his brother. Frankie and his brother Derek at the Strand Theater in Millington.
Way too many Dereks.
Yeah. My mom and dad backed him up at this family country show up there, so I've known him for umpteen years. Ashton was a little baby when I met him, I guess.
Right.
But his uncle was the staff bass player.
Okay.
So Bob Hawley played with mom and dad for 13, 14 years, however long mom and dad did that up at Strand.
So there's a family connection.
Correct. Oh, you're correct. Yes.
Big time.
I've known Frankie since then.
Gotcha.
I was gigging all the time, but I still every now and again would have a Saturday night off, and I'd go up there, and me and Dad would play steel guitar rag every time.
Yeah.
Who plays bass in that band?
Bob Hall. Oh, this one?
Yeah, in Frankie's band.
Chris Moore.
Okay, and then you got Bill Frazier on drums.
Bill Frazier, Mr. Bill on the drums.
Mr. Memphis Drum Shop.
Yes.
There he is.
So when's your first show with them?
We don't have one yet. I'm sure it'll be right after the first of the year, though.
Yeah, you get through the holidays. I mean, this is just that time of year.
Is.
I don't think any of us. We're rehearsing, and he mentioned something about rehearsing again before the Christmas, which we will. But as far as doing anything, ain't gonna do nothing before holidays are over with.
Okay,
make it through that.
Well, at least you've got things lined up where you'll be busy. It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
How much is Zach doing his thing? Are you guys busy at all, or is that going to be a summer thing, or
like once every 3-4 months?
Yeah. Okay.
Which is it's fine with me.
And and he's still
I enjoy playing his. I like his songs. Yeah. That's why I play for him.
I do too. I think the original material I did with that stint was great stuff.
And he took what he had and took up to Skid Mills in Nashville.
Yeah.
And let Skid fine tune everything. And Skid.
It sounds great.
Killer.
It's amazing stuff.
Yes.
So what are some of your early influences as far as popular? I know your father is Mount Rushmore, top of the mountain.
He's the one. Mom too. My mom was too. Piano. I used to try to follow stuff she would do on piano. I tried to pick it up on the guitar, and they both were so talented. It was unreal.
Right.
So when did you hear a published, produced song that changed you? Is there one that woke you up musically and oh wow, this is something I want to dig into? It
was like the first month I was in Memphis. I'm from Alabama, Hickville. Love it. But at WHBQ 56 AM.
Okay.
I had my little radio by the bed. I was in I think 8th grade, 9th grade, something like that. And the Stairway to Heaven come on.
Yeah.
So I run in there and get my dad's Chet Atkins guitar, the Country Gentleman. And I come in there in the bedroom, and I was a bass player and played drums, and I knew 3 chords on the guitar then. But I actually sat there and figured out where and what he was doing in that song before it went off. So that's when it just bang, you want to play guitar.
Right. Stairway to Heaven.
That's why. And that's why.
And now 5 chords.
Yeah. Yep. 4.5 actually. I hadn't finished the part anyway, but that's why Ashton is so adamant about doing that song all the time.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I get it.
Got a meaning to her.
Yeah. It's a tricky song to cover though. It's just so nuanced.
Yeah. I liked. I did hear that we were the only ones that's ever done it exactly like it's supposed to be done. Acoustic intro, double neck 12-string in the middle, and then the 6 outro lead and all.
No, I never felt like I covered that song and
covered
did it
all
justice.
No way.
I struggled with it.
Well, we all do, man. It's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's hard song.
If you don't struggle playing Led Zeppelin, you ain't doing something right. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, it was fun, and I grew up every day hearing Chet Atkins, Jerry Reed, Merle Travis.
There we go.
All those guitar players like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dad knew every one of them. Dick Dale, the surf guitar player.
Yeah. I know.
Nice.
Yep. Noki Edwards.
He's a picker in his own way, right?
Oh, yeah. Noki was the pipeline, the song Pipeline did that. But he can play exactly like Chet Atkins. Exactly. He's bad to the bone. Noki Edwards.
That style of play it's pretty upbeat picking.
Yeah. Well, he did that with the band, The Ventures is who he played for.
Yeah.
He did that, of course, for the money. And he enjoyed the music, but his favorite was playing the Chet Atkins type stuff. Noki Edwards was. So my dad knew all them pickers, and we ended up joining that. And that's where I got to meet all of them.
So anyone that can't see it, it's a T-shirt and it says Chet Atkins Appreciation
Right.
Society.
Yeah.
So I got a telly at home that's got Noki Edwards where he signed it. Tommy Emmanuel, Mr. Monster, and his brother, who we ended up doing a telly seminar with at the Czech convention. Phil Emmanuel, he's a monster too.
Yeah.
But we was sitting there picking around. The guy that runs the thing said, "I want y'all in a room doing a seminar type deal." And well, what? So I ended up having to go in there and set everything up and do. We and everybody and their mama come in there and we sitting there. We didn't know what we was doing. We just start playing chicken picking all over it. I don't know, how did you do that? What are you doing? Well, let me see. I'm just playing all these notes so fast you can't hear if they're right or wrong. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I feel bad to the bone.
Did you? Yeah. You need to play him his specific soundbite. You played mine. Shut Up, Ike. We've got one it is Jeff
God.
Cobble. It was put on there because of Jeff Cobble.
Was it Squirrel?
That's the one.
I don't have it.
Oh, so wrong.
I got to get that.
Thank you, Lord.
There's a scene in Christmas Vacation when the squirrel gets in the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And his dad, Chevy Chase's dad, yells, "Squirrel!"
Yep.
We downloaded that specifically for you.
And we had Andrew on, so that's another reason. But I left myself a note to put that on there. So I did not have it today, Jeff.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We're going hack with the sounds today, Jeff.
Yes.
There we go. But the main deal that got me fired completely up was I cut yards when I lived in Whitehaven.
Okay.
I got enough money to go to Pop Tunes.
Yeah, I remember.
Get me an album. So I saw a picture.
Youngsters are listening going, what the hell's an album?
Really, it's just the front of the album made me want it.
Yeah.
The picture, it was a stage, Marshall amps, stacks of SVTs on this side, and then a drum kit that went. So I said, "Oh, wow, that's got to be good." I mean, look at the equipment.
Right.
Young, dumb, and okay.
It's going to sound good.
Yeah. So I took it home and put it on and could not believe how badass it was.
Yeah.
Rush, All the World's a Stage.
There you go.
The whole album.
It is a great album.
I ended up having to own 3 of those, I think.
What was the cover?
It was the stage.
That's what he was saying.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Marshall stacks.
Marshall's, Neil Peart's drum kit.
Yeah.
And then all the SVTs, Spaghetti Lee. And just, I saw it, I'm sitting there with something like $20 from cutting yards all week in my pocket. And I go, whew.
Yeah.
So I bought that. I couldn't wait to get home. And Dad heard, that man, he's hurting us. Listen to him screaming, talking about Geddy Lee.
That's funny.
Did your dad dig him? Was he pretty?
Yeah, he understood the talent. Yeah. But one he'd never understood and didn't really like was Turd Nugent. Turd. That's what he used to call him. You're listening to Turd again?
Turd Nugent.
My favorite Ted era is definitely Damn Yankees.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
The solo stuff. Some of it I like.
One of my favorite songs is Ted Nugent and Great White Buffalo. I love that song. I always have.
He's still out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows him on Zoom.
Yeah.
We all get a good dose of him, but he still tours, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He plays a lot of like festivals and fairs, right?
Yeah, he played Graceland.
Okay.
Not too long ago. And I wanted to be there, but I ended up not going.
I wonder who sings the Derek St. Holmes parts. I hope he doesn't try to sing Stranglehold.
I would think not.
I'm not sure if he even does those songs or not.
God, you can't go to. I wouldn't want to go see Ted Nugent and not hear Stranglehold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he may sing that one himself. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I can find out real quick.
Yes, can you please rush on that too? I'm really dying to know.
I know it's one thing I got to know.
Well, look, man, it's been cool to have you here today. Obviously,
and thank y'all for having me.
But it's cool. All these years, we've managed to circle back and playing stuff together. You too. I've played more gigs with you guys in the Memphis area than anybody.
Yeah,
good.
We've done a lot of it.
So it's been fun.
Yeah, and because y'all now I'm got to where I will try to learn a song like it's supposed to go. I've
You're an
never
asshole
done that.
bass player.
No,
insists
not
on
just
it.
you. It's just, I mean, I understand
Yeah.
it. I just never have done it. But I
Yeah.
do now.
There comes that level when you're playing certain venues and stuff that
I understand.
people want to hear it
Yeah.
the way it was
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
agree.
that's what we're doing.
I agree.
And you've also, I know that this is the first time you've played with another guitar player.
Oh, yes. Andrew,
You've always
yes.
been the only guy in the band that played guitar, and we forced you to play with another guitar player.
I've loved it, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
been
Andrew.
fun. It's you guys gelled really well together.
Yeah, his tone. And, I love his slide playing.
Yeah.
He can kiss my ass.
But it's so necessary for that kind of music.
Yes, it is.
You need two guitars,
for
period.
sure. Yeah, I agree.
It
Yeah.
sounds weird, just one.
It sounds good. I thought we, or my tone and his tone, I think they matched enough to make it sound bigger.
Yep.
From what I could hear. But of course, I'm on one side, he's on the other, so I'm not going to hear the full spectrum.
Right.
Full spectrum.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Awesome, man. Thanks for doing this. We'll have you on here again. This was fun.
Yeah, y'all come back and see me sometime.
Yeah. Next time we'll play another song that you want us to promote for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna bring Walk Away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Ashton.
That's a tease.
Yeah.
Hey, bring her up.
Yeah.
Maybe next time it's you and Ashton in here.
Okay.
That'd be
work.
kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, Jeff, let's close it out here.
Cool.
So you can find Jeff Cobble on Facebook. Just search his name, Jeff Cobble.
Yeah.
And follow his silliness and craziness. But it's all good. We all love Cobbs. And most definitely a big thank you to the audience for hanging in to this point.
Always.
We do appreciate it. And Jeff, where can people find us?
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher. We're everywhere. The Facebook page is Rhythm Section Pod, and just click the link tree in the description, and it'll take you where you need to go.
It'll give you options for everything Jeff just listed, plus our Patreon. If you want to support, we have a Patreon tier called The Tip Jar. More information when you click the Patreon link within the link tree.
Yeah.
It's a monthly subscription. So if you can spare $1 a month just as a tip, as a way to help support, that would go a long way.
Get in on the ground floor, because that's going to go to like $100 a month here really quick.
Because our content will be that premium. But,
There you go.
And as I mentioned, this is recorded at SRP Studios and brought to you by Shelby Road Productions. And please, if you're interested in starting a podcast, sign up for the free consultation. And
Talk to
you'll
that guy.
be talking to me directly. So thanks, Jeff. Until next time.
Thanks, Derek.
right.
Thanks, Cobble.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Take care, everybody.
See ya.